Okay, so first step in our red and gold grungy glam is to use some eyeshadow primer. I'm going to use the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. Just going to warm that up between my fingers and just start patting that over the eyelid. I have sped everything up because it was getting to like half an hour and I felt like you guys didn't need to see all that. Okay, so we're going from the Barry M Starry Eyed palette and going with the sort of beige colour. And I'm just using my Crown blending crease brush to just pat that all over the area and up to the crease. I've edited it just so that you've only got the one eye. You don't need to see both eyes. It's the same on both sides, basically. So I'm just taking some of that same colour underneath the eye. And then I'm going in with my Makeup Revolution Eat, Sleep, Dance, Repeat. I can't remember what shade that's called. I think it's called... No, I can't remember. I'll put it up on screen. Don't worry. I'll put everything up on screen. So I took my little pointed liner brush and just put that in the crease. And then I'm using that blending crease brush again to blend that out, to give that softened edge for our sort of red, grungy, smoky eye. Just giving that another little blend through. This is my first attempt at trying to do a decent bit of narration, so this could end up a bit odd, but I'm working with it. Okay, so I'm taking the sort of brick colour from the Barry M Starry Eyed palette. Unfortunately, the Barry M Starry Eyed palette wasn't named. None of the colours were named, which really annoys me because I like to give names. Taking my blending crease brush again and putting that through the crease, just sort of to add a bit of depth to that crease, and just gradually going in with darker shades and deepening the crease. To be honest, I've probably gone a little bit lower on the eye than I really would have liked at the sides. It's a lot more grungy than I was quite expecting. So now we're going back in with the Starry Eye palette and going for that sort of metallic dark brown, sort of very dark metallic burgundy, I guess. Once again with the pointed liner brush, taking that into the crease and darkening it a step further. And again, just taking that blending crease brush just to soften it through, using both side to side and round and round motions. Cleaning off the brush, my pointed liner brush, I'm taking that brick colour again and taking it under my eyes. Not that you can see because I'm still really shit at holding my mirror in front of my face. Still haven't learned. I've got like 10 videos on YouTube now and I still haven't learned. Oh gosh, I'm sorry, that was a yawn. I shouldn't have done that was really rude of me. Okay, so taking the NYX Suede's palette, another palette with no names, and this is the sort of yellowy gold shade. I'm using the medium shader brush from Royal & Anglickel just to sort of pat that over the eyelid area. Oh, you get to see both eyes. Ooh. I've turned it upside down there, as you can see, so I can get it right to the tips. Or not to the tips, right to the edge of the lid without getting it too much all over the eyelashes. Using again that dark shade under the lids again, just to make it a similar sort of colour to the one above, but without making it too much like I've got conjunctivitis. Hopefully I've not got conjunctivitis. I mean, it's a look. Taking a bit more of that gold just into the corner of the eye there. Cleaning off my brush with my stipple sponge. If you notice that I keep looking away, it's because I was actually watching Sinister 2 at the time, which was quite rude of me. Okay, so I'm using the matte highlight shade from my Barry M Brow Kit to take over the brow bone and just to blend out the edge of those reds a little bit more. Sinister 2 was alright, actually. Then going on to my base, Lumi Magic Primer, which is the sort of shimmery base. Just taking it over the skin, probably a bit too rough by the looks of it. I think I'm a lot more rough with my skin than I realise. I probably should work on that. Anyway, this is an illuminating primer, so I've been using it in the hopes that it makes me look a bit less dry. Coffee time! It's coffee time! Is it coffee or is it coffee flavoured sugar milk? Okay, so that is the L'Oreal. Is it L'Oreal? Yeah, it's L'Oreal. Infallible 24-hour liquid in the shade. Ooh, I want to say porcelain. I probably should have prepared for this narration a bit better, really, shouldn't I? Sorry. Anyway, I'm using a cheapo Primark blending beauty blender type thing, which is damp, and I used it to dot the foundation over my skin and then just bounce it over to blend it through. Adding a little bit more to cover a couple of blemishes and on the chin area and around the nose, and just sort of covering over any bits that I forgot. More coffee! It's time for more coffee! Pay attention, love. Come on. No one wants to see you drinking coffee and just staring at a film. So rude. So I went in with my Lasting Perfection concealer from Collection and put that in the various places you'd expect it to. Snap cuts! My memory card gave out and I couldn't really be bothered to sit there and wait, so I just went ahead and baked. I used the Mehron Colour Set powder, just put it over those concealed areas, and it kind of, I don't know, it looked a bit weird. It took a while for me to sort of get it all buffed out and looking not insane, but I managed it. This is the So Susan Statement Skin highlighter. This was really hard to use over those areas because I'd powdered them down and then I was trying to use a creamy stick product. It was dumb. It was really stupid. I'm using Mehron. Oh god, I'm yawning. So rude. I'm so rude. Right. Used Mehron blusher in the shade Contour for my contour. This isn't my best contour work, I'm not gonna lie. It was a bit short, I feel. Like I didn't take it towards the mouth enough, maybe? I mean, it kind of worked in the end, I guess, just to give a little, I don't know. Oh, that's me going over with my beauty blender just to even things out and try and pat out some of that highlight stuff, which didn't really work. Sex of face. Yeah, you can kind of see a white orb in the middle of my forehead from where I was baking, which didn't really work very well. Choosing. That is Mojave, I believe, from the Mehron blush palette. I put this on using my cheapy Wilko blush brush, and it kind of didn't do anything. So I've sort of felt that it needed to be amped up a little bit. Although, looking at it now, that looks fine. But I decided to go in with, I think that's Rosewood. And then I just went right in the middle of my cheek. And kind of fucked it, to be fair. So I had to go over with my beauty blender again because, I'm not very good at blush. I'm not going to lie to you. If you're looking for tips on blush, I'm terrible at it. Oh, another coffee break. And it's Benny! Yay! Look at him. Oh, look at that handsome boy. Look at him, he's so gorgeous. That face. Look at that face. He didn't want to play with me. Little sniff, but didn't want to come any closer. Coffee. Ooh, yeah, that's not a good match. Okay, so eyebrows. Taking the pomade on a Makeup Revolution angle brush. And just using soft, sort of flicky motions just to lightly fill in and tidy up. Also using it to just sort of extend at the end there. I gave it quite a natural-ish look. I didn't make it too sort of Instabrow, that sort of thing. I like to look a little bit more natural. Well, that's kind of not true, but it's how I do my brows. I don't freaking care. It's how I do my brows. If you like this way, you do it this way. If you don't, you can do what you want. Basically. I'm using my Mehron Filbert brush to just put the powder from that same kit through the brows. And then I'm using a spoolie now, just to sort of comb it all together, tidy it up. That sort of thing. Make it look a little bit less like a bird's nest, yes. Oh, sorry, yeah, I do voices, and I guess when I'm not filming and doing the rating, I feel like I might be more likely to do voices when I'm not yawning. Oh god, I'm so rude. Oh. Right, what now? So I'm using the sort of matte, cool brown from the Starry Eyed palette, and I'm using that on a flat liner brush, just to give a little bit of definition, darken the lash line a little bit. I liked having the gold really visible at the front there, and I didn't want a big cat eye. I thought I would give it a go like this. I'm constantly wearing such thick eyeliner that I thought, sod it, I'll give something a bit new a go. So yeah, I'm just taking it along that lash line to about halfway, I guess. Using a sort of mixture of a stamping and a sweeping motion. So this is the Mania Kadar conditioning lash serum. I'm still not entirely sure if it really works. I'm not very good at investigating this sort of thing. I basically the rule, the rule of the day is that I need to get better at paying attention to what I'm doing. Jelly Pong Pong Fairy Lashes Curl Mascara. I really like this mascara, but then I am again, I'm not too picky with my mascaras. As long as they stay in place, that's pretty good as far as I'm concerned. Taking it on the lower lashes as well. Okay, so get on this Benny again. Isn't he a lovely boy? Okay, so this is the Ben Nye lip pencil in, I believe it's called Scarlet. So I'm just lining my lips with this. I know it's not a proper match for the lipstick I chose, what you just saw, but I'm kind of lacking in eyeliners. Eyeliners? That too. I'm kind of lacking in lip liners, to be honest. And so if it's vaguely red, I have to use this. If it's vaguely nude, oh god, I've got another one. So rude of me. Okay, so I'm just lining my lips. I've got so much better with lining my lips. I'm pretty impressed with myself. I have wonky ass lips that are very tricky to deal with. I know I've got 2 piercing scars on the underside that just play havoc with me trying to line my lips. So here is the Makeup Revolution Salvation Velvet Lacquer in a Rebel, which is one of their newer ones. It is a liquid to matte, regular sort of doe foot applicator. I really like this. I got so many compliments this night about how nice that lipstick looked on me, so I'm pretty chuffed. And the red underneath doesn't change the colour too much. It's I don't know, maybe it makes it a little bit more vibrant, perhaps, but I'm not convinced it does. It's a really, really lovely colour. And for what, £3.50? £4? It's a bargain. It works really well. I only had to top up once in the whole night, and I was drinking the whole night for my sins. Oh, show us your lips, love, for fuck's sake. I've really got to work on not covering my face with my stupid mirror. Hopefully my lighted mirror is going to be fixed soon, so I can start filming with that instead. Fingers crossed. So there we go. Yeah. Such a lovely colour. Yeah. What you didn't see was that I started out with NYX Transylvania, and that is the worst colour I've ever used. It was so streaky, so disappointing. Anyway, here is the finished look. I am pretty chuffed with that. So that is a red and gold grungy glam look. Apologies that my lighting just went pew. I'm still relying on my window light to try and film. But thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm pretty chuffed with this makeup. I think it's a pretty good one. Enjoy your holiday season, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.